to yoga. Tonight we're gonna do a little bit of some deep stretching, some breath work, and then a nice guided meditation. Because sometimes I think when the weather is shifting and things are going on, we just need to take a little time to reflect on that. So let's start out in a simple cross-legged pose. Let's take a minute just to center ourselves, let go of the day, let go of what you need to do. Try to let the spine be straight but relaxed. Lower those shoulders back down away from the ears. And just let the hands rest on the legs. And let's just start by taking some nice circles to the right. There are no rules with this other than leave both hips and sides of the butt on the floor. Just warming up, loosening up the core, the spine. Let's do two more on this side. And then let's reverse. Let's do two more. And then return to center. Let's go ahead and take those hands behind the back, interlock the fingers, let the shoulders roll down, and just hold the hands away from the back a few inches, breathing through this, opening up the chest. And then release. Let's go ahead and take both arms overhead. Breathe deeply here. Exhale, release. One more time. And release. Let's go ahead and bring those arms up. Take that left wrist in your right hand, stretch over to the right side, keeping that left side on the ground, opening up through the whole left side of the body. Come back to center and release. Bring the arms back up. Right wrist in that left hand, stretch over to the left side. Back to center. Release those arms. Go ahead and keep the sitting bones planted and just walk those hands out in front, reaching out through the fingertips. And then walk the hands over to that left side. Try to keep that right side grounded as you lengthen and extend out through the left side. And come back to center. Walk over to that right side. Nice deep breaths here. And these are really a good stretch to help focus on where you're feeling tension. So you might be feeling it in the hips, in the lower back, in the groin, and the hip flexors. This is one of the best stretches to just kind of tune into the body, check in, see where you're tight, see where your pain is coming from. And then come back to center and slowly come back up. Let's go ahead and take those hands to the knees. Back nice and straight, shoulders relaxed. And let's just take some nice deep breaths in. Let's practice our square breathing. So we're going to start by inhaling for 2, exhaling for 2, working all the way up to 4. Okay? These you do at your own pace, at your own speed, with your breath. Try not to force it here. Just mentally count 2 on each inhale, 2 on each exhale. Let's do one more with a 2 count. And then let's move into our 3 count. Let's do one more 3 count. And then move into your 4 count. One more time. And release. And you might notice when you're doing that you can actually feel parts of your body start to release a little bit more. Breath is completely connected with our entire bodies, physically, emotionally, mentally. So even if we spend a couple minutes a day just doing that deep breathing, it's telling your muscles intrinsically to relax and chill out for a bit, okay? Let's go ahead and bring those feet together in front, bring the hands to the knees, come down over those legs. Nice deep breaths here. Really focusing on opening and releasing any tension through the groin and the hip flexors. Let's come back up and just hold on to the ankles and then straighten that spine. Nice deep breaths here. Really feel that stretch all down through the vertebrae, keeping the shoulders down. Release. Let's come over to the hands and knees. Let's go ahead and sit back on those heels, extending the arms out in front, resting into a child's pose. Remember, you can always activate this pose by walking your fingertips out each time you exhale. Let's come forward onto the elbows. We're going to keep the feet about knee width apart, just where they are. All we're going to do is push our butts back and bring those elbows down and just sink in. Now, it doesn't matter if you can reach your butt all the way back to the ankles or up here. All we're doing is just creating that openness, really stretching out the body completely. You're even going to probably feel this in your shoulders and your hands. Come back up. Come back up to the hands and knees. Let's go ahead and walk and push ourselves up into downward dog. Nice deep breaths here, pushing away from the hands, down through the feet. A few nice deep breaths here. Try to let the tension release wherever you're holding on to it, if it's in your shoulders, in the glutes, in the back of the legs. And then let's come forward just into a plank pose. Lower all the way down. Push up into an upward dog. You can either leave your torso on the ground or lift all the way up. Come back down. Back to tabletop for hands and knees. And to downward dog. And really just try to release during this flow of upward and downward dog. We're going to do it a couple more times. Into a plank, lower down, push yourself up. Nice couple of deep breaths here. Back down, hands and knees, and a downward dog. Into a plank, all the way down. Come up into upward dog. Back down, hands and knees, and back into downward dog. And then walk the feet together, coming into a forward bend. And then slowly walk yourself up. Stay in mountain pose just for a moment, bringing those arms all the way up. Exhaling, release. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. And come back into a forward fold. Just let the upper body completely release here. So you should feel no weight in the upper body. Come back down. And let's come back into a simple cross-legged pose. And we're going to do just a couple of nice twists here, one on each side, just to really get that spine opened up. So left hand to the right knee, right hand behind. Nice stretch. Think of stretching all the way from your head to the bottom of your spine. Back to center. Right hand to that left knee, left hand behind. And back to center. Let's go ahead and come down all the way onto our backs. And we're just going to do a few minutes of a meditation here, which is kind of known as a resting meditation, meaning you're in a reclined position, your body is totally relaxed, your mind is still active and alert, but it's allowing openness to come in, allowing you to really release and relax the entire body and mind. So just try to imagine your body sinking into the floor, feeling safe and secure. The floor is completely supporting the weight of your body and the back of your body, so the light of the front of the body can feel light. And just take a moment and do a scan of the body. See which areas are sore or tight. Notice any areas you're holding on to tension with. And during the next few minutes, we're just going to try to relax and release each part of that that's tense. Let's begin with the toes, allowing each of the toes just to open and spread and be receptive. Let the heels rest strongly into the floor so they're fully supported. And let's start to relax up through the legs, starting with the lower legs up through the calves, relaxing the knees. And relax the thighs all the way up into the hips. Relax into the belly. And relax up through the diaphragm, the rib cage, and the chest. And relax up through the shoulders. Relax out through the arms and the elbows. And relax through the lower arms, in through the wrists, the hands, and each fingertip. And relax the muscles of the neck. Relax the jaw. Relax the mouth. Relax the face. Relax the eyes. And just breathe. And then very slowly begin to move the fingers and the toes, still allowing the body to feel completely relaxed, but full of warmth. And slowly bring the knees to the body, roll yourself up. Come into a simple cross-legged pose, eyes closed, shoulders relaxed. And just feel the warmth and relaxation that you created and the positive energy that you can feel throughout the body. And take this with you into the rest of your evening. Get a good night's sleep. Hands to the heart. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.